All right, guys, welcome back to another video of Shmaj. So I've been using the OnePlus Open on Android 14 since it came out, and I don't see any issues with the device to report, that is, but I did want to give you a follow-up on this device. I'm about 5 months in, and I've been rotating in and out using this device with other devices in my catalog. And, I'm happy to report that, there's just no problems with this device. I think they came out of the box, they came out of the gate swinging, and they knew what they were doing. I've given this device high praises since the time I've owned it. A few issues came up. I reported to you. They were resolved, things like that. But overall, this has turned out to be a good purchase for me, because I now have a folding device with, I think, one of the best feeling pieces of hardware. Like, for a folding device, this is the most premium folding device I have in my catalog, based on the way I think a device should be considered premium. And I have several other folding devices. This one just does it for me for some reason. It's the right size. The front screen is just great. It's just a good overall piece of hardware that they've made here. So if you're in the market and you still haven't gotten the OnePlus Open yet, take note of that. You're going to feel how you feel about the hardware. But after owning this since launch, pretty much long, I think I've had it for 5 months. I'm extremely happy with this piece of tech. It's just a good run with this phone, man. And I hate to call it just a phone, but it's just so good on the hardware. Now, I do have a tempered glass on the front screen, and I also have a tempered glass over this area right here. And some people were, concerned about, hey, is that going to affect quality? And I'm happy to report that it doesn't. I'm going to take a quick photo here. I'll just pop this right here and just take a quick photo so you guys can see. It doesn't affect quality at all. The pictures come out great, man. Just no problems whatsoever. I am super happy with this particular set of cameras. They've just done it right. They're teaming it with Hasselblad. This relationship they have, it's great. So yeah, the screen protector, the tempered glass over top of the glass on the camera. Some people had concerns about that. Now I've been using it since I put it on there. I don't know how many months, no issues. Tempered glass on the front, touch sensitivity is good. Everything is there. This is the type of follow-up that you get from just using the device. And I rotate in and out. Like, so currently I'm using 2 Samsung phones. Well, that's gonna eventually stop. I'm using the phone I'm recording with, which is the S24 Ultra. And then I'm also using the S24 Plus, 2 of my daily drivers, along with me rotating the SIM card, one of my SIM cards, in and out of all the devices. And I'm also using the iPhone and a Pixel as well. But this device right here, I had to sit it aside for just a little bit, but I'm still using it, just not for phone calls and things like that. So it is on and popping, man. This is a beautiful display. Let me load up something here and play a video for you. So I've got the brightness at about 75% or so. This is an HDR video. Speakers on here are great, by the way. I mean, this is just a beautiful screen as a whole. Just picking this up, man. I'm in my review phase for my S24 Plus and S24 Ultra. Kind of teetering down a little bit, but this is a beautiful, beautiful display. And it's just such a clean look on the front here. They've done right by consumers. Oops. Oh, let's get an update from, what's the name? Yeah, it's updating. They've done right by consumers by giving us, let me go back into that same video, by giving us these options with these tablets. Make sure I turn it back up to, it's already on 4K 60 HDR. But they're giving us these options on, I'm updating all the apps too. So there was no crash on that. It just closed out, but this is just a beautiful display. Let me see if I got it still set at, yeah, it's roughly there. This is a beautiful display. I mean, this is what it's about. One thing I wish I can say, or I guess I should say, not wish, I wish they bring to this device, is recording in 6x5. And that way, this video, I wouldn't need to zoom it. It would just be what it is. That's an advantage to Samsung. Man, I mean, this video would just look so much better in 6x5 because it would natively fill the display. Nonetheless, this is a beautiful display. This is my car channel. If you haven't been over to my car channel, hit it up. That's my 24 Mustang. But I'm just super excited about this display. And let's take a listen to the speakers real briefly. It doesn't come across too well over video, but you know. But overall, man, the Mustang is doing good after this update. I'll follow up again to see if there's anything other than, you know, like. Yeah, so I mean, you're just gonna, and let me go ahead and crank the brightness up here just to show you here. That's kind of where you get the real HDR appeal with this screen. Like, that is freaking beautiful, man. I can't stress enough. That's a lot going on right there. So with OnePlus, you know, having this device like this, foldable, flip it into the perfect size screen, I say this is a beautiful size screen. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. Now, I will say, after using this device for quite some time, I'm just so used to having my hand rest right on the back right there. That's something that I'm used to it, but I kind of wish now, being realistic, I wish the camera bump was a little bit smaller, because I hold my device more as a whole, like all the way up. And with this device, I'm covering the camera, and it's just kind of awkward. It's a personal thing, a small nitpick, but you know, this is their camera design, and they're not going to move away from this more than likely. The best they can do is flatten it out a little bit, but overall, it's needed for what's inside of here. So, yeah. So talking about the inner display, the outer display, the cameras, the performance on here is going to be what you think it is. It is going to be a fast flowing device. And it is just going to be great, man. You're not going to have any issues with, you know, going in and out of apps and apps loading and things like that. It's just going to be the typical, that's clean, man. That's clean. And side note, I know exactly what you mean, bro. Exactly what you mean. But yeah, man, it's a thing, because social media is where people live. Like, people live on social media. Like, they literally post. I'm on social media right now. Like, this is considered social media. It's YouTube, but it's still a form of social media. So I don't think you'll have any problems with the way this phone performs. I just don't want to call it a phone. I want to call it a device. I don't think you'll have any issues with the way this device actually moves about. I think you're going to love it. And I just think that it's a huge win for someone that is looking to get into the folding game. OnePlus came up with this device, and they just pretty much they showed out. They did their thing. They did their thing, and I couldn't be happier. So I want to do a quick follow up. Nothing major. This video has been recorded in 8K. I actually started it in 8K. Didn't mean to. I was messing around with the settings and everything, and turns out I put it in 8K. And I'm recording in 8K. So I did another video where I downscaled from 8K to 4K. When I shot my other video on the MacBook Air 15 4K video editing, I actually recorded that with this device, and it was actually in 8K, but I scaled it down to 4K just for processing purposes. I'm not gonna be, you know, putting out an 8K video for that matter. I don't need to, but this video, maybe I will upload it in 8K. This is being recorded obviously with the S24 Ultra, but this device right here is super premium. Can't go wrong. It's just a good look, man. This is if you want to, and another thing before I get out of here is emails, texting, all that jazz. You are going to love it on this device. It just takes it to another level. It's like BlackBerry Passport days. It's like that perfect size keyboard. It's just on screen. That's it. That is it. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Quick follow up. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. 5 months with this device or so, almost 5.5 or whatever it is. I'm still liking it a lot. I think I'm probably getting ready to rotate back over one of my SIM cards back over to this phone because it's actually just that good. It's your man Jay. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.